Hi, I'm California Trust Litigation Attorney Scott Grossman, and in this video, I'm going to explain to you how to suspend a trustee. In this video, I'll be answering the following three questions. First, why suspend a trustee instead of removing the trustee? Second, what does suspending the trustee actually entail? Third, how do I go about quickly getting the trustee suspended? The reasons for suspending a trustee are the very same reasons as removing a trustee, and I discussed removal in the previous video. Here's the important distinction and why suspension is so important when you're seeking removal. When you seek removal, you're going to have to file a petition that asks for that, and you may be asking for other relief as well. The fact that you have asked for removal on your own does not mean the judge is going to take any particular action concerning the trustee while your case is going on. In fact, in California, there is a mandatory 30-day notice period when you seek the removal of a trustee, which means during those 30 days, the trustee can continue to do whatever it is that you believe is the reason that they ought to be removed. Asking for suspension of the trustee does not have those time limits. In fact, for suspension, you can go in ex parte. Now, what that means is you can get an expedited hearing simply on the issue of whether the trustee should be suspended. If you get suspension of the trustee, here's what it means. It means the person who is the trustee no longer gets to carry out any of those duties. Now, they haven't been removed. Removing the trustee is a type of final judgment. It says that person is out, they're not coming back as the trustee. Suspension means while I'm deciding on removal, the probate court judge is going to disallow that person. They're going to issue an actual court order that says the person is suspended. That means the suspended trustee cannot exercise any of the powers they have as trustee, and someone else is going to be appointed on a temporary basis as the trustee. And depending upon what court you're in, you'll hear that person referred to as either a temporary trustee or an interim trustee. It's exactly the same thing. That temporary trustee may be given all of the powers of the trustee or some limited set of powers. And again, this will depend on the circumstances of your case. Now understand, before there's a rush to court to file a petition seeking suspension, it is important that you gather as many facts as you can concerning the reason for that suspension. Courts don't take this lightly. There is a presumption that the person who has been appointed as the trustee is going to be able to serve, and courts really care about that. So if you're going to get suspension, make sure that you have assembled whatever documents you may have that show this misconduct that leads to suspension. If there are any sort of witnesses, make sure that we've got all of their information so we can have declarations or other forms of testimony or substitutes for testimony immediately available to show the court this is the real deal, and a failure to grant suspension is what really is going to cause trouble for all of the trust beneficiaries. Now you know why you may want to seek suspension of the trustee while you're also pursuing removal of the trustee. In the next video, I'm going to discuss petitions to instruct a trustee. And this is particularly useful where you may not have an emergency on your hand, but you do have something that the trustee has to accomplish for the benefit of the trust beneficiaries. If you found this video helpful, then please hit the subscribe bell, leave us a comment. We'll be glad to respond if you do, and give us a thumbs up.